The things I do just to play my video game on a regular basis. It's cold. I just literally did laundry on all of my socks that are dirty, or the ones that I could find pairs for. Most of these are hand knits. A couple of them are not, and there's one winter hat inside there. Let's see how much I really have in there. Okay, so the sock pairing has been finished, so I guess just for the fun of it, I want to go over what I do have. I may not take them out of the ball though. This was my first attempt at dyeing self-striping yarn. It's just a plain vanilla. No, this was not a plain vanilla. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a checkerboard pattern. Or checkerboard pattern. Chevron stripe pattern, but you can't really tell because the stripes are so skinny that it kind of looks like check boxes when it's been pulled together. These are my pirouette socks. They were one of my first forays into Cookie A past, I don't even know which one, but like when I really tried it out on my own. I love these socks. I wear them all the time. These ones are my birthday socks because they're the kind made, and I decided I was going to make them for my birthday. I think it was a couple years ago that I did it. I even waited until I got the just right yarn for it, which was one from Wilmies. I can't remember what the name of the colorway is. So that's 3 pairs right now. This one, another plain vanilla. The yarn is from Penguin Soup. I don't know how her shop is doing because I haven't seen it in a while. But the colorway for this one was Star Wars related. Boba Fett. That was it. I don't remember if that's the exact color, but that's what it was based on. Let's see. This one. This was 2013 Cookie A Sock Club. This one has to do with Spock, I think. Do I remember what it's called? No. But it's a really cool one. This one. This one was from one of my favorite sock dyers, but she's closed down for now. Oh, for now. The yarn is from Spring Tree Rose. She was based in Atlanta. And the colorway was called Raspberry. I don't remember what the pattern is for this one, but it's very simple. I think it was a test pattern I did for someone. And that's what I used for it. I really liked it. This one. I knit this one specifically. This sock is so out of shape, it's ridiculous. I knit this one specifically because the name of the pattern is my nickname. So this is by Cookie A. It's called the Mona. And because it's called the Mona, I knew I had to knit it. But the sock has become misshapen, so to speak. Like the leg has gotten very wide. So I am going to assume, well, actually it looks like it shrunk up a bit. Because I haven't done anything with it. It's been sitting in my drawer for look how long, and I just took it out and wore it, and then I said, okay, I gotta wash it now. So it's actually quite nice. Maybe I'll try it again. Maybe the needle size I used was wrong. I don't know, but it works now for what it is. Gotta put those back together, all because I want to show it off. This one, yarn, is from Knit Picks. Pattern is by Tanis, and the pattern is called Business Casual. Yes, I remember that all in one go. I don't even know how many pairs that is so far. This is from Spring Tree Road. Red Delicious or something like that was the name of the colorway. I can't remember. But this was the BFF socks. So I love these ones. I've worn these. These are the socks I've worn the most. It's starting to get a little bit threadbare at the bottom to the point where I have like 2 darning things that I actually have to learn how to use so I can get to put it back together. It's not at that point yet, but it's getting real close. Love these socks. These ones, Knit Picks. Plain vanilla, nothing to it. This one here. These ones were socks on a plain with modification on my part. The yarn is from Spring Tree Road again. Hold on. I can show this nicely. Okay. So I think the original pattern has a very simple cable going down the leg. Mine, I got a little bit more complicated with the cable. I found it on a sweater pattern, I think from Drops or something like that, and I really liked it. So I decided to use that cable pattern instead. I don't know if I have any, can you tell how it is? So it's kind of like, it looks like 2 cables that are intertwining, but one of the cables is a cable itself. So I thought that looked so cool, I had to do it for myself. Here's that one. And then La Pièce de Résistance. These are a self-striping with ends that must be woven in. The yarn is from Mustache Yarns. It was her, I can't remember what it is. Either way, hold on. Dark Side of the Moon, I think, is what it was. The initial one that she did before the color stripes got thicker for this one, for the rainbow part. So I want to use up as much of this as possible. So I actually did these toe up, which is quite surprising because I still really don't like doing toe up socks. So I did them And these can be turned into knee highs. Hold on, let me show you how. By buttoning it like that. So, you can either keep it at a more normal sock length. Yes, I do have ends to weave in. I'm aware of that. One of these days I'll actually get around to it. So either you can wear it cuffed down and buttoned into place, or you can get to where it is a knee high. That was my whole point. So the button is on the side of the sock on the outer leg. So that was my plan for it. I love these things. I used the leftover yarn from my Kai Maze for that part. For the other one, for the heel and the cuff on the other sock, I think these are something from Knit Pick, some leftovers that I have. But I just really wanted to use something colorful and make them not match. I love them. The only other thing I have inside there other than store-bought socks is my sockhead hat that I wear all the time. It still has an end to weave in. One of these days I'll get around to it. So it's now clean and ready for wearing again. And a special mention, yes, this is a store-bought sock, but I don't care. I got these long before I started knitting again. But the reason, oh yeah, ignore the kind of pile of other stuff I have over there. Is the reason I love these socks. They're my Charmander socks. He's not even my favorite Pokemon from that generation, but still, they're just adorable. I couldn't leave them in the store. I had to leave with them. Aren't they cute? Okay, that's it for now. I just realized I forgot to tell you exactly how many there are. That is 12 pairs of socks, all nice and clean. That is just from the stuff that has recently been worn. There's still more inside the drawer, plus what's inside the box. I think I have enough socks for the next little while. Okay, so sometime between folding and putting away the socks and my aunt coming in to check to see if I've eaten dinner, I spontaneously gave her 2 pairs of socks out of my box of socks. I pretty much already determined, not that I couldn't finish it, but I don't need that many socks. So she has the same foot size as me. She gets 2 new pairs of socks. So these are the ones I got to weave in the ends for. The Greninja sock, she's getting those ones. And the Guild socks. These ones. So these are both for her. She says they keep her feet warm in the winter, and considering it's cold like crazy outside, it's perfect. So I haven't recorded anything since Thursday, I think. So do I remember what happened? Not particularly. It just didn't happen. I had classes on Thursday. Class classes on Thursday. Had work on Thursday. Had classes on Friday. Didn't have work on Friday, but I had managed to make it to Brampton to visit a family member. We were actually picking up one of my, I call her my aunt. We were picking up one of my aunts, but she had stepped out to go help somebody, so I stayed there with another family member who has ALS. So she was doing her best to make sure. I actually should call and check and see if she was able to make it to church on Saturday, because that was her goal, because she was tired of just being in the house and she has a hard time with stairs and all that kind of stuff. So I should check to see whether or not she was able to make it. I went up to Hamilton that night, as per usual. I got halal fried chicken. It wasn't as good as last week's, but it was still good. And then Saturday morning was pretty much a trickle for the amount of people who came to church because of the weather. It was bad. Not like stormy, but there was a lot of snow, and it's like the snowplows couldn't keep up with all of the snow that was falling. But people eventually didn't make it. I was actually surprised by about 1 o'clock when I saw the amount of people that were there. So I'm very happy about that. I spent quality time with my brothers. They're such sweethearts. I told them about my plans as to what I wanted to do for New Year's, which was pretty much, if I could, we would all hang out together, order pizza, and watch movies and TV until midnight hit. That's pretty much it. The oldest one, not the oldest one, but my brother, you've seen him. He's the one who was in that video rapping, if you remember from my podcast. He basically said, that sounds like a perfect plan. Why do we have to live so far apart? They live like an hour and a half away from me. Buses don't really run up in that direction unless it's during rush hour traffic. I cannot be guaranteed as to whether or not I'm going to work on Sunday, and the easiest way to get to there is after church on Saturdays. So I can't even make that promise that I'd be able to hang out with them like I really want to. So we'll see. I guess maybe by Thursday-ish, I'll find out what my work schedule is for next week and see what can be done. Otherwise, I'll be doing it at home by myself, but without the siblings, because I don't know my oldest brother. He's not going to be home. He is going to be out somewhere, probably with his girlfriend. I don't know. We'll have to see. So that is pretty much it. So I got to weave and ends. I still want to finish up my other 2 pairs of socks. It would be nice to still have them finished by the end of 2017, or before the end of 2017. I was contemplating as to whether or not I was going to try dyeing a bit of yarn in my last 3, 4, 5. I think I have enough yarn that I could technically dye 5 skeins. 2 of them are completely prepared and ready to go. But 2 of them are also set up. They're rolled up in 50-gram balls to make self-striping. Self-striping takes a lot more time. I don't know how that's going to work, so we'll have to see if it comes to that. So that's pretty much it. It would very much be a completely random color, like what I did for some of my other stuff, but I'd be using acid dyes because I got my pot and my burner, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to trying that. That is pretty much it. Oh, I forgot. No, we had family dinner we had a family and extended family dinner, last night at another family member's house. Found out my cousin's daughter, she is a little beatboxer. I am very proud of her because me trying to do it, that's the end of it for me. I don't have the skill for that, but she got them all. She was hitting it, and she was really, really good. I was very proud of her. That was pretty much the major thing, other than this kid who decided to take over the karaoke machine, and oh, he was hilarious. I don't think I've ever met him before. He's a couple years older than my sister. I think he said he was 11 years old, but he's very interesting, and I would love to see how he grows up. So that is everything for me. This is day 25. I don't even know where I finished from before, so we will leave it at that. All right, thanks for watching. I make no guarantees as to whether or not I'll continue doing this to New Year's. We will see. I hope so. All right, bye.